And we are live. Good morning, everyone. Happy 4th of July. Let me make sure that everything is up and running. There may not be anybody that joins this live stream, and that's fine because it is 4th of July, number one. Number two, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time, so that could be an issue too because people are going to be staying up late tonight, either shooting off fireworks or watching fireworks shows. Anyway, today's live stream, hopefully the audio is pretty good. It looks like it may be a little bit hot, but if you hear the little noise in the background, that is the window unit back here. It is already very hot up in Texas. I say up in Texas, down in Texas, but it's been brutally hot. We want to talk about, or at least I want to talk about, a little rant. And I'm in a better mood this morning, so that's a good thing because last night I was really irritated, stayed up late, and I was actually thinking about doing the live stream last night. I posted up on the Worth It or Not main channel about doing a live stream and how many people were interested in it. And a couple of people hit the like button, but I was like, it's late at night. Anyway, it was getting late. And I was just like, you know what? I don't want to get into a conversation ranting about these companies that send out products for product reviews. And that's what this rant is about. So luckily for these companies, I'm in a little bit better mood this morning, and I'm still a little bit tired. Actually, normally I get up at 5:30 in the morning. Our dog will either wake me up, or because I'm old now, I'll wake up early. But this morning I slept until 7, and it takes me, the older I get, it takes me about an hour and a half-ish, couple of cups of coffee, and then I'm good to go. So this video is for those out there that are thinking about starting a review channel or have already got a review channel for products. And yes, the YouTube space for tech review is very saturated, but that's okay. You can make your own little pathway, because not everybody is going to be the same, and you shouldn't try to copy anybody else. Just be yourself. Just, are my videos, my product review videos, see, I need more coffee. Are my product review videos, are they like super polished and high production value? No, they're not. Hopefully I will have some time to where I can spend a little bit more time concentrating on product reviews. But back to the topic at hand. These companies, they'll reach out, and what they used to do, let me back down here because it looks like the microphone's really hot. These companies, they used to do little shenanigans years ago. This is my 7th year on YouTube with Worth It or Not. And in the beginning, they used to contact people, and they would say, hey, if you buy it on Amazon from our store, then we'll refund you via PayPal. And the whole reason was because they wanted you to do a review on Amazon for them. Now, I know there's a lot of people, a friend of mine, he does product reviews, and that's basically how he got started, which was he would do the little Amazon reviews, and he would feel beholden to these companies to give a beaming product review. And I would tell him, Mike, you can't do that because, there's people that watch his videos, or there's people that watch my videos, and they're looking for an honest assessment on products. And whenever I would get an email like that, I would just tell them, hey, I'm just going to report you to Amazon, which I would. Then I would contact my Amazon affiliate rep, and I would say, hey, this company, here's a copy of the email. This is what they want me to do. Or then they would do like other little sneaky stuff where they would put in their affiliate link to their own company, and you would have to click it. But of course, when you're an Amazon affiliate, you know what an affiliate link looks like as far as it's the length of the link. And I would tell companies, I'm not clicking your link because, you're not going to sit there and follow me for, the next 24 hours. And this channel, I say this channel, this is the Livestream channel, but my main Worth It or Not channel was based on, a lot of it was action cameras there in the beginning. And I'm trying to, expand out. And I've got some really unique items coming up here in the next, what is today, the 4th. So the 10th will be a really exciting video. I think on Saturday, the 8th, I'll have another video up of some different products. But anyway, so you hear me rambling on. If there's anybody in chat and you want to ask a question, please feel free. Like I said, I don't think that there's anybody on, but that's okay, because this is going to be for prosperity's sake, for people to watch maybe in the future that are thinking about review channels. So now these companies, they'll reach out to you, and this is what's been going on lately. They send out a email that says sponsorship review. Okay, well, excuse me. We are all in this, whatever that we do. I mean, if you can get a monetary reward from it, great. So I inquire about it, and then they'll tell me, oh, well, what we'll do is you can sign up for our affiliate thing and you'll get 5% commission on every sale. Well, that's not a sponsorship deal. And then they'll come back and say, well, okay, we won't do that. Or, you'll get an email saying that you have to sign this contract. And have I signed some contracts before? Yes. It's for some NDA stuff? Yes. Non-disclosure agreements? Yes, I have. Just recently signed 2. One of them is going to be on that July the 10th. But, they reach out to you, and I don't mind. Okay, let me preface this. When I get an email about a product, if I look at it and say, okay, it's a vacuum, it's not that maybe my wife would like a vacuum, but my channel is about products, and I try to review products that I believe that you, the audience, would enjoy. And I don't think there's a lot of people that watch my channel that would actually enjoy a vacuum cleaner review. So I pass on those. Sunglasses, pass on those. Kids' clothes, pass on those. I actually had somebody reach out about summer dresses. Would I like to review their summer dresses? What the fuck? I mean, excuse my French, but I'm a guy. I mean, I'm not going to review a summer dress. But there's been this company, and, I posted up on Twitter. And by the way, if you like to connect on Twitter, you just go to Twitter, look up Worth It or Not, and you can follow me, and I'd be more than happy to follow you back. But I posted up on Twitter that I am so sick of these companies that are reaching out. They talk about paid sponsorship, and then they renege on it, and then they come up with all of these different terms. And it's like, the camera that I'm using right now is the Osbot Tiny 2, and I'm still working on the review on it. There were some issues with it, so I had to use it. It wouldn't work at the office or at studio computer for some reason. It would constantly freeze, so I brought it home. But, Osbot, when they first reached out to me, very nice, great. All of a sudden, I get a different rep from Osbot that starts coming up and telling me, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, I need to do that. No, I'm not doing that. This is not a paid thing. I mean, yes, you gave me the camera. You're more than welcome to have it back, which is what I sent this rep. I said, send me a prepaid label and you can have this camera back. And then I just won't review it. And then the terms changed a little bit. Oh, so sorry. Didn't mean to offend you. And do it whenever you want, whenever you feel ready. Okay. Well, and now I'm getting hounded again. Hey, you missed the upload date. And I'm like, well, hang on a second here. I mean, you keep changing the terms. Or you get a company that's reaches out and says, hey, what do you think about this product? Okay, I think it's a product that would fit my audience really well. And then they ask about timeline, and I'll tell them anywhere from, depending, because I have a life outside of YouTube. I have a full-time career. I have a family. I shoot documentary films. I do real estate video shoots. So you can imagine the amount of free time that I have is very, very limited. And right now I get to do this. It's 4th of July. The office is closed. I'm here at home. My wife and daughter are both sleeping, so I get to do this live stream. But I'll let them know it could take anywhere from 7 days, depending on how much product has been sent in to me, up to 21 days. Unless there's a time restraint where it has to be posted like an NDA. It has to be released by this date. So you get a company that sends you an email and says, what about this product? Let's just say, I hate to use my GoPro Hero 7, but if you can, let's see if the autofocus will work. Come on. There we go. So, yes, I took the lens out of the GoPro Hero 7. We just got back from a cruise to the Bahamas, and I don't know if you can see, but this little power rubber thing here for the power button, it's waterproof, right? Well, of course, the last day at Coco Cay, the water got in the camera, and now it's ruined. So I tried to salvage it. But anyway, so let's say that they send you an email about an action camera. And you go, okay, well, it looks really good. And then they say, great. What's your address and everything? Okay. So I send them the shipping address. And then they come up with this list of all these demands. And I mean, it's not like requests. Hey, if you could post it on Twitter. Hey, if you could post it on your Facebook page. It's demands. We did this. The video must be 10 minutes in length. It must cover all of this stuff. And I'm just like, whoa, stop. Is this a paid sponsorship video? And then they'll say, well, how much? So then I'll tell them. And then they say, well, we'll agree to X amount. And I'm like, okay, well, it's close enough. And then they respond. So then they go like radio silent for a while. And then I reach out to them saying, hey, do you have a tracking number? And when's payment going to be completed? And then they're like, well, we'd like to send it to you. You do the review first, and then we'll pay you. And I've actually done one like that. And then they didn't like the video because I was honest about it. There is no camera. I mean, okay, so I'm going to look at the tiny Osbot Tiny 2. It's a very good web camera. Has a lot of features, but it's not the perfect camera. If there was a perfect camera out there, then Camera Conspiracies Casey, he wouldn't have a channel because he's still hunting for the perfect camera. I'm just tired of these companies taking advantage. And if you look on Twitter, and if you look at some of the bigger, and it's not just small channels like mine, if you look at some of the channels that are 100, 300, 400, 800,000 subscribers, you see that they are all complaining on Twitter about these companies and these shenanigans that they're doing. And they're also warning the smaller review channels, don't accept a $50 payment for a product placement video. Don't do it, because what you're doing is you're setting the standard for a lot of other review channels, and there's nothing wrong with getting paid. Nothing at all. I mean, I started the channel to help people, and I still want to help people, but if I can offset some costs, why not? Why not? I mean, that's why I'm an Amazon affiliate. But these companies and these shenanigans that are going on here lately is just getting to a point to where it is absolutely ridiculous. I make sure that I tell every company that sends me something, If I have any problems, I will reach out to you. Now, I had a company that sent me actually an action camera. I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to throw them under the bus because, I mean, it's not really their fault because I didn't put up a video because of all the problems. But anyway, this action camera had all these problems. And so I was emailing the company going, hey, I'm running into this. I'm running into this issue. I'm running into audio going out of sync. I'm running into this. I'm running into the screen freezing. Do you have a firmware update? And it's back and forth and back and forth. And they send me firmware updates. And I'm going through all of this, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. And then it gets to a point to where they're just like, can you just put up a review and talk nicely about it while we're still working on it? And I'm like, I'm not going to do that because me as a reviewer of a product, if I'm having that much difficulty getting a product to work as intended, what's the consumer going to do? I mean, the consumer's not going to have that kind of contact with the company that a reviewer would. Excuse me. Because, I can contact my contact at a company that has sent me a product and tell them, and they usually get with the engineers and get right back to me. You as a consumer or me as a consumer, if I bought something and I'm running into trouble, I don't have that access. And the way I look at it is, if I'm going to have that much difficulty with a product, then I am not going to review that product. I am not going to put up a video of it. And I'm not going to be hounded about it. And if I'm hounded about it, then I just tell them, send me a prepaid return label, and it goes right back to you. Don't let these companies take advantage of you because, you get... I want to be careful how I preface this. But, okay, let's use DJI, for example. So the DJI Action 3 came out. You see all the reviewers, because they all get it a couple weeks ahead of time or maybe even a couple of months ahead of time, and they get some firmware tweaks with it. And they put out their review video all on the same day because that's part of your NDA. This is the release date and release time that they'd like, so that YouTube is saturated with nothing but the Action 3. So you look at it and, oh yeah, it's a great camera. And I'm sitting there looking at it, wow, it's great. Let me go ahead and order one. So I did. And I got it. And I noticed like right off the bat that there was a focus issue with it. And I'm not saying that I was the first person on YouTube to notice that there was a focus issue, but I'm pretty sure I was one of the first few that noticed it. And it's not that I'm a nitpicker, but I don't get a product just to say, hey, I'm getting this product for free. Oh, everything's fantastic. It's a wonderful item, because now I'm a shill, and I'm not a shill. If you've seen any of my videos before, I will sit there and talk about problems that I've ran into with an item or problems that I haven't ran into. Is it worth it or is it not? And it's kind of basic with the channel name. But anyway, so I ran into these problems. I reached out to DJI about it, and DJI was, send me some clips. So I sent them some clips. And then Alan at SoundSpeeds, him and I, we collaborated on trying to figure out, is it just, add some sharpening to it? Is that what it is? And, DJI finally admitted that some cameras are out of, I can't remember the exact verbiage that they used, but basically it was, some cameras are, out of parameter, which means, i.e. I put up a couple of videos about the Action 3 talking about how the lens. But anyway, the reason I'm saying this is none of the reviewers mentioned it. None. And now we've got like Insta, that they just released the Insta3 Go, or the Insta Go 3. Looks like a great camera. Insta360 has sent me some products. They sent me the Insta360 1R. They sent me the Insta360 X2. They sent me the X3 about a year after it was released. And they wanted me to do all of this stuff. And I'm like, I'm not jumping through hoops. I mean, I'll do a review of it in my style. I'm not going to do it in what you want. And I'll let all these companies know after I'm done with the review. If you want the product back, just send me a prepaid label. I'll be more than happy to send it back to you, because I'm not doing this just so I can stockpile products. But these companies, they use you, and they use me, and they use these other companies as marketing material. So we are marketing their product for them. And that's great because they get to save a ton of money on marketing material. They just send out these products. And if it's let's say it's $100 retail item, it costs them maybe $20. And if you don't believe that, look at Alibaba for action cameras, and you can see if you buy in bulk what you can get. You can get an action camera for like $12 that retails for 120. So, but it's free marketing. And the more that they'll take advantage of you, the more that they can get you to do on their behalf, the better. So, what I think that these companies really need to do when it comes to reviewing products and sending out products is, they can send it out to the big channels that have millions of viewers. And yes, a lot of those people, let's say Casey Neistat, for example. So Casey Neistat, great vlogger, great cinematographer, great filmmaker, great storyteller to where he captures your attention. And people love his vlogs. And then when he starts pushing products, it kind of feels a little bit ungenuine from what his normal thing is. But then again, if he likes the product, great. In the Insta Go 3 video, he just came out and admitted, he goes, Insta 360, they wanted to sponsor my channel for an entire year with all these new products. Wow. Okay, so they're paying Casey to do that, and that's great. He needs to make his money, right? But his audience is watching him for his vlogs. And maybe there's a small percentage of them that will purchase the Insta360 Go 3. These companies, if they looked at Business 101 and they go, okay, here's a channel that is smaller, and I'm not using me for an example, but, there's a ton of other review channels that I watch religiously because I like their content. I like the way that they deliver, and they may only have 10,000 subscribers or 20,000 subscribers. And I say only because, when you got 20,000 people that follow you, that's a big deal. But the people that follow those smaller review channels, they are more engaged with that content creator to be more likely to purchase a product. So let's say, and I'm just going to use Insta360, and Insta, if you're watching, I apologize. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. But let's say Insta360 has a budget of, I don't know, let's say $2 million. And that's going to be in combination product price, shipping, and then payment to certain creators. So let's say that you get, I'm just off the top of my head. By the way, I didn't script this or even think this video through. Like I said, I was furious last night and furious the other day, hence why I posted that Twitter post. But let's say that they sent it out to 250 reviewers. Actually, I think that there was more on the Go 3. Well, let's say that they sent it out to 500. 500 people they sent the product to. Maybe of the 500, there was about 250 that they paid for product placement. And can you imagine if Insta360, and like I said, I'm just using their name, but can you imagine if Insta360 used that money and instead of paying a big YouTuber, I don't know, $25,000 to do this video, $15,000 to do this video, you paid smaller channels $500. We'll send you the Insta360 Go 3. We'll give you $500. Here's your NDA that you got to sign. These are the topics that we'd like for you to cover. You could send that out to 3, 4, 5,000 review channels and get more bang for your buck and more return on your money, because those smaller review channels, they have an audience that is dedicated to product reviews, dedicated to watching what does Joe Bob, what does Billy, what does Chris, what does Andre, what do they think about this product? Do they endorse this product? Now, I always let people know if it's a paid sponsorship. And usually if I say that this video is sponsored by, that means it's a paid sponsorship. So if it's a Skillshare spot, it is a paid sponsorship. If it's a Artlist spot, it is a paid sponsorship for that little product placement. And usually I just do anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds and insert it into a video. But otherwise, if a company sends me something, I'll let everybody know, hey, this company sent me, oh gosh, I don't know. I don't have anything here. Small Rig. Small Rig sent me a cage for the Sony ZV-1. Yes, they did send it to me. I do get to keep it. They didn't pay me for this review. They didn't tell me what to say. They don't get to see this video before it's released. And that's it. So, yes, I got the product, and I'm letting you know. But it has to be a product that I think is worthy. But these companies, I mean, I think that when it gets to a point that review channels, they all kind of combine together. And it's really weird because there was a post on Twitter, and I can't remember if it was original Dobo or not. And then it's funny because 51 Drones had actually posted up about a week ago asking, hey, who had that script? And I thought I'd saved it on my computer, but I didn't because I can't find it anywhere. But it was such a great script. And it's like a basic reply. If you're going to send me this product, okay, yes, I'm interested, but that does not guarantee that I'm going to make a video. He had outlined it perfectly, step by step by step. And if it is a paid sponsorship ad spot for this amount of time as a product insert, it's this much. But he didn't put his price because, we shouldn't share our prices. Or if it's a full dedicated video, it would be X amount. Straight and right to the point. And I like that. And I'm getting to a point to where, I've been blessed with, worth it or not, that I've got all these companies that don't mind. And it's funny because a lot of the good companies, even though they're small name companies, they are now reaching out. Like I've got a company that is sending me a electric trike. So a bicycle, 2 wheels in the back, 1 up front. It's kind of like a women's bike, so I'm going to have my wife do a lot of stuff with it. But here was the caveat that I thought was really cute. They said, we're looking forward to you creating the video in your style and being honest about it. Perfect. What more could I want? I don't want any more than that. Just let me be honest about the product. And there's companies out there like that, like Ozbot. They sent me the Ozbot, the T6F. Great electric bike. Great electric bike. Do you know what their stipulations were? Nothing. They didn't tell me how long the video had to be. They didn't tell me what they wanted covered. Nothing. They just said, hey, we'd like for you to check it out. If you like it, post a video about it. I liked it. I posted a video about it. But if you're a small review channel, do not let these companies take advantage of you. Do not let them talk you into doing the whole Amazon buy refund thing, because first off, that's against Amazon's seller agreement. Second off, it makes you look like a paid shill, because if you do a review on Amazon and you post up a video on Amazon as a verified purchaser, then it doesn't take too long for people to figure out 2 + 2 = 4. And have I done product reviews and posted a video on Amazon and been a verified purchaser? Yep. Do you know why? Because the company didn't send it to me. I purchased it with my own money. And yes, there's things that I need in everyday life. There's things that I need for the studio. There's things that it's like I just bought some more C-stands for the studio. Alan from Sound Speeds had hooked me up with one that he recommended, and I used his affiliate link, and I purchased some. And now I need some more up at studio, so I purchased some more C-stands. Sorry, Alan, it wasn't with your affiliate link because I couldn't find it. But when I purchase products from Amazon, I have no problem putting up a good review or a negative review, and I've done that before for products on Amazon that I've been very displeased with. These companies, stop. And if it continues, and this one company's like really, really hounding me, and I even sent them an email. I was like, send me one more email. I dare you. Send me one more email, and I will post up your stuff on Twitter. I will make a video about you, the whole bit. If this stuff kind of continues, I may, and I'll do it on this channel, obviously, but I will take screenshots and I will call out all these companies and let everybody know these are the companies to avoid. Oh, by the way, speaking of letting everybody know, here's a nitpick thing for me. Never ever respond to a video from never respond to an email from a company that does not have the common sense to know to blind carbon copy everybody. Because, a lot of these companies, they'll say, oh, we're a fan of your channel. We've been watching you for a long time, and we think that our product would align with your audience. That's almost verbatim. They don't watch your channel. I mean, if they do, they just look at review channels and copy the email address. But they send out an email to you and like 90 other people. And they're stupid enough to where they don't blind carbon copy. So don't ever respond to those, because when you respond, it doesn't just go to the company. It goes to everybody else that was part of that email. And it's so funny because I'll get an email and you get these people that respond, oh yeah, I'd love to have it. Here's my address. And I'm getting their emails in response to the company. And, this is 2023. We all learned about blind carbon copy years ago. And that just tells me that it's not a professional person that is in that marketing department, because they have no idea of what they're doing. But anyway, it is now 9:32. It has been 32 minutes of this live stream, but I just wanted to talk about, I'm in a better mood this morning, and the thumbnail of this talked about being a rant, and it's not so much of a rant if you're not like really pissed off like I was last night. I'm feeling better, probably because I'm still tired and need some more coffee. It's only my second cup. So if anybody kind of knows me and follows me on Twitter, or they're friends with me, they know I drink a lot of coffee, a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, but nobody in the chat, which is fine, because like I said, it's 4th of July. There's probably not going to be anybody watching, and this channel, I haven't really put up a whole lot on it here lately. I need to kind of dedicate some more time to this channel. It's not my main channel. And when I say main channel, Worth It or Not is not my main YouTube channel. It's not my main earner. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 channels. 4, 5. I've got 5 channels. One of them is my main one that I do a lot. I put a lot of effort into that one, and that one pays off. This one would be my second largest channel. And, well, not this one. The Worth It or Not would be my second largest channel. And that one I really enjoy doing product reviews. I mean, I just really, really do. I look out in the garage and it's like, I'm just going to do a massive giveaway, because my wife's like, oh, put the stuff on eBay and sell it. Because, usually when I get something, I have to be in love with it to keep it and to keep using it. I've gotten stuff that I've liked and going, yeah, okay, it's great, but I've got 190 other action cameras. So I kind of, what is it one that I really want to use all the time? And yeah, I guess I could put it on eBay and make some funds off of that. But I'd rather just kind of give back to the community, and I may actually do that because I've got some members on the Worth It or Not channel that. And by the way, if you're not a member on Worth It or Not, think about. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can scroll this. Let's see. Will it let me move it up? Oh, there we go. So if you're a subscriber, consider subscribing today. If you have any questions, be sure to ask in the chat. Blah, blah, blah. That is my blanket Worth It or Not scrolling text for the main channel. But if you'd like to become a channel member on Worth It or Not, there's some, I think it's like $1.99 is the lowest tier. Or you can buy me a cup of coffee and all that. And by the way, if you do like somebody's video, and I don't mean just mine, but if you're watching somebody's video and you say, wow, that was informative, because I do it all the time. When I see something that is like Premiere Pro related, and it is a fix or a new tip or trick, if it's something that I got a lot of value out of, I'll super thanks them. I do that. Excuse me. I do that because it's a way to thank the creator. Because the creator, for those of you that don't know, making videos takes time, takes effort. And even if you do it low quality like I do, it still takes time and it takes effort. And for the channels that are doing high production value, that takes a ton of time and a team. I am by myself. I am the DP. I am the director. I am the audio guy. I am the editor. I'm the colorist. I'm everything. So even on my documentary, I think the last documentary that I submitted and finished up was November of last year. And I actually got a colorist to help. I had asked one person and he didn't reply back for the longest. Oh, I lost my audio. I lost my audio. Boom, 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 boom. Audio went away. My audio went away. Is my audio back? Nope. Audio's gone. Lost my audio.